Lumen Christi Farm is a place where farming is done with thoughtful appreciation of the gifts from God and a focus on sharing the harvest with anyone in need. Founders Matthew and Rachel Langer believe in sharing the light of Christ with everyone who visits, works, or volunteers at the farm, located in Manitowoc County.
I am out here in the pastures at Lumen Christi Farm with our herd of sheep. There's 56 lambs out here that were born in April, and they have been growing on this grass with their moms. There's 30 ewes out here, and they are rotationally grazed. They only are fed this beautiful grass, and every 2 days we move them to a new paddock so that they get new grass to eat, and through October and January, and during that time they will be ready to go to feed people. So our goal is to feed the hungry at Paul's Pantry with this herd of sheep. So we're looking for sponsors for 34 of the lambs this year to go to Paul's Pantry to be able to feed those in need. And we are also welcoming groups to come out here, and when we have events at the farm or private groups that come out, they get a chance to come directly in these pastures as well. And so this herd of sheep not only feeds the hungry, but it also feeds souls. When you get to come out here and watch sheep follow a shepherd, you really understand the good shepherd in a way that you never have before, and you can connect to Christ as our good shepherd. People can understand that lesson that we hear in scripture so often about sheep and shepherding by being with these sheep and watching and taking care of them with us. At Lumen Christi Farm, we rotationally graze these herd of sheep because we believe that we need to be good stewards of the land and taking care of the land in the way that God intended for it. And it's a really healthy way of farming, is to bring the animals back to the land and get them on grass. So not only does it produce a beautiful product at the end, grass-fed lamb is so much healthier than non-grass-fed lamb. So we want to provide a healthy meat, as well as this land, because they're moved every 2 days, they're able to eat this grass down about 4 to 6 inches. They'll eat it down, and then when it's time, we will move them to a new paddock. And then they also, while they do that, it's good for the grasses because they'll eat the whole thing and then it will regrow. And then as they're in here, they also naturally fertilize the land through their manure. And so it's really good for that land, and it helps to not till up the soil so much and to prevent erosion and to give the land that. And it's so beautiful as well just to see their animals out doing their natural behavior and grazing and loving it outside. So we believe here that regenerative and sustainable agriculture is the way God wants us to farm, and that's how we were called. And we were able to get a grant through the USDA EQUIP program in order to put up fencing, and so it makes rotational grazing really easy for us. We have a lot of permanent fencing, and we also have temporary fencing that we just have to move one little temporary fence every other day in order to move these sheep. So it's great.
Hi, I'm the Garden and Farm Ministry Coordinator here at Lumen Christi, and I am just here to organize the gardens and the volunteers and the work that we do here. We are growing produce to donate to local food pantries to provide for those in need. And we think that everybody deserves fresh local produce of the highest quality. So all of our produce is organic, and we harvest it as fresh as we can, often the day of or the day before, to send it to the food pantries. We have volunteers come every week to help maintain the garden with planting, weeding, harvesting, and we're striving to work in harmony with God and His plan for nature. So we don't use any pesticides or herbicides, and we're working towards regenerative farming, so using cover crops, composting, crop rotations, anything that makes the soil healthier in order to make the produce even healthier for us. So farming is a lot of just experimenting, seeing what works. So we're trying something for the first time. We're actually using our lamb's wool, our sheep's wool, as a pathway to suppress weeds and to add moisture, and eventually, as the wool breaks down, nutrients into the soil. So we've tried plenty of other options, whether using black plastic or laying down weeds, or looking at maybe living mulches or other options. But this is a great way that nothing goes to waste. All of the wool that's kind of dirtier or has more organic matter in it, that wouldn't really be used for spinning, we can use in our garden. So not only for pathways, but around newly planted plants to keep them extra moist and watered. And again, for blocking out those weeds that keep coming back.
One of the favorite places to be at Lumen Christi Farm happens to be in this kitten cabin, St. Gertrude's Kitten Cabin, and this is little Mishak, and we have all little kittens. These are the ones that are going to be staying at the farm, but we also have ones that people have adopted throughout this summer. They're raised here. Mamas have their babies, and we start holding them the day that they're born, and so they're really super friendly. And then whoever comes to visit the farm can come in this kitten cabin and witness mother cats with their babies and play with the kittens, and it's awfully fun, and it's just a special thing to connect with God's creatures. And so kittens, who wouldn't love a little kitten? And so they feel joy and happiness when they come here. And the cats work for us. So we have about 20 adult cats that keep the mice and rats down for us here at the farm. So we treat them well, and they're friendly, and they'll be everywhere. Whether you're laying in a hammock, working in the gardens, out just on the grounds, there'll be a cat to come and greet you for sure. Lumen Christi Farm is open to guests visiting through private events that we host, as well as private groups that can come and schedule different things, retreats or immersion experiences, and so field and faith trips. But coming up, we have some exciting events. This fall, September 19th, is going to be Gather and Grow. It's a Catholic homesteading conference where if you're interested in getting back to the land, whether you have land or not, to be able to grow things and learn different workshops on how to do various homesteading things, you're welcome to come and sign up for that. We also have an exciting event on this pathway. We'll be lit up with lighted pumpkins and our pumpkin walk, which is going to be Illuminate, which is a young adult event, which is October 23rd. And there'll be live praise and worship music with Frankie Moscato, and a prayer walk and confessions and lots of food and fellowship. That next day on Saturday is the 24th is for families, and intergenerational of all ages can come for the prayer walk to prepare for the feast days of All Souls and All Saints days, to prepare our hearts for those. And then we also do a live nativity here in December that we're getting ready for as well. So we hope to see you at the farm.